We're learning more tonight about the woman accused of causing a crash that killed a husband and wife yesterday. We first brought you the story as breaking news last night at 10 on Fox Providence.
Sherry Vasquez was ordered held without bail at her court hearing today. Police say she was speeding down Route 138 in Easton when she hit another car, killing 79-year-old John Macefield and his 77-year-old wife, Virginia.
Eyewitness News reporter Kate Walsh learned more about the Macefields today. She joins us live in Taunton. Kate?
Well, Mike and Shannon, I just spoke with Dave Jassett, who was the boss and longtime friend of one of the victims, Jack. He worked with him at the Chateau restaurant in Norton, and he said today is a very sad day for the whole family there at the restaurant. And he said the couple leaves behind 6 daughters. This is video of 79-year-old Jack Macefield doing what his coworkers say he loved to do and did well, prepping food at the Chateau restaurant in Norton. Little did anyone know Jack and his wife, 77-year-old Virginia Macefield, would suddenly be killed when their car was hit as they tried turning off Route 138 onto Purchase Street in Easton just before 6:30 Thursday night. 33-year-old Sherry Vasquez of Easton was arraigned Friday in Taunton District Court on 2 counts of motor vehicle homicide, reckless driving, and unlicensed driving, and leaving the scene of personal injury and death.
Easton police officers saw a motor vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed. He clocked that car going 89 miles per hour on his radar. He turned around, followed that car. Shortly thereafter, it crashed into another car. The defendant ran from the scene, and the officers were able to see where she went. There were witnesses who followed her, and she was later apprehended.
The Bristol County District Attorney's Office said Vasquez was first brought to the hospital for a well-being check. At her arraignment, she was ordered held without bail until a dangerousness hearing on May 22nd. Outside court, when asked what they would say to the victim's family, this woman quietly said, a couple who said they lived downstairs from Vasquez in Easton described the moments leading up to the crash. They said she demanded the car keys from her boyfriend.
Stole his keys, stole the car, and then sped out.
It is unbelievably tragic. I wish this didn't happen.
In case you missed what that woman appeared to have said outside of court, it appeared she said, "I'm sorry." New at 6 o'clock tonight, you'll hear from those neighbors and why they said they've had to call the police on Vasquez several times in the past. Live in Taunton, I'm Kate Walsh, Eyewitness News.
First at 6, we have new details on the 33-year-old woman charged in a crash in Easton that killed an elderly couple last night.
The suspect appeared in court this afternoon. Now, earlier today, we talked to the suspect's neighbors who told us they've had to call the police on her before. Eyewitness News reporter Kate Walsh joins us now live from Taunton with the latest. Kate?
Mike and Shannon, that suspect, Sherry Vasquez, who is 33 and from Easton, was arraigned around 1 o'clock this afternoon here at Taunton District Court. She will now be behind bars until a dangerousness hearing next week on May 22nd. 33-year-old Sherry Vasquez of Easton held without bail in the deaths of husband and wife 77-year-old Virginia and 79-year-old Jack Macefield.
Easton police officers saw a motor vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed. He clocked that car going 89 miles per hour on his radar. He turned around, followed that car. Shortly thereafter, it crashed into another car.
That car was the Macefields as they tried turning off Route 138 onto Purchase Street just before 6:30 Thursday night. This is recent video of Jack at work at the Chateau restaurant in Norton. It's what his friends can remember him by, a hard worker and nice man who leaves behind 6 daughters. Vasquez is charged with 2 counts of motor vehicle homicide among many other charges, including leaving the scene of a collision after causing death.
Terrifying, honestly, and especially when time after time I would call the police and the police would do nothing.
Jacob Durant says he's lived directly below Vasquez since 2016 and has heard several fights in her apartment.
Last Sunday morning, she was standing outside the door to my apartment threatening to kill me in my sleep.
Durant and his girlfriend said shortly before Vasquez left, they heard an altercation of sorts between Vasquez and her boyfriend before she allegedly took off in his SUV, later ending in that crash. Live in Taunton, I'm Kate Walsh, Eyewitness News.